Hello, my name is Zhatelier. Welcome back for another episode of Shadow Empire. In previous episode, we managed to expand a little bit to the northwest. We did manage to destroy the rebellion after a few rounds, and we did expand a bit further over here in the south as well. Nothing massive. Also, our neighbor has been expanding quite a bit. Let's actually take a quick look at the victory overview. So we are actually the number 3 in terms of victory score, mostly because our population is quite tiny, actually. That's the big reason. In terms of the percentage of the planet, we are number 2 for now. We haven't been expanding too much, mind you, but that's probably going to be changed soon enough. I'm going to go ahead and actually do a bit of road construction down here. Start getting through the mountains into this pass here, and then we're going to use that as a nice supply hub, and then maybe get down there as well. But that will probably help. We are still working on getting the ice mine active, mind you, but that is it's not too far off. If we look at these area total, though, the production modifiers are quite tiny, but I think that was just a temporary penalty that we have from the previous round. So I think this round things will be looking much better, hopefully. And nothing worth mentioning happened during that, by the looks of it. Ooh, discovered barracks. Right. Yes, that would increase the security score of that zone. And admin level reached level 5. There we go. Higher soldier morale. I don't actually know what the soldier morale right now. Let's see. 5934. Wait, all the way here? No. Oh, all the way over here in Cargo-Zuma. This is a little bit too far away from me, I reckon. Especially since we're kind of sandwiched between all these other factions here. Right, so I'm going to have to refuse that one. Supreme Command Council priorities, I think we're actually going to keep this as is. Or maybe we're going to reduce the general stratagem production a tiny bit. Because we're having a lot more of the things that produce the specialized stratagems now. Cultural exchange. Friedberg proposes we enter into cultural exchange program. You know what? Sure. Senator extradition. Okay. Former Senator Paisanas has been living in chill Zhatelier for years. He fled to us after his country abolished its senate. He was welcomed because he offered to share his great knowledge with us. Have it now? Oh, right, they want him back. Trade. Well, I mean, trade is fairly important over there. I'm gonna lean into the meritocracy, though. It does mean that we might be losing a bit of relations with our neighbor over here. Which means that we'll probably actually just stick that one there. I will send in the recall down there. Ah, right, and this one's got all the things now. Let's head that one west. This one's probably going to get to the area there. We'll have another one over here at the truck station for the time being. Now, we're still losing a whole lot of water. There's no denying that, but the production should be much better now. And we have gotten the ice mine completed. It's probably going to take well, I suppose a decent bit of time next round before it's fully active, but I'm sure that will still help. And then I suppose that's moved. We've got the... Oh, right, let's get this one closer to there. There's the seals over there still, I'm pretty sure. And I don't know if I'll be able to defeat those easily. We'll get some troops closer to the supply lines over here. And then I suppose with these two, we'll still hold on. Once we get at least this one down here, then we might be able to start pushing back the enemy. I'm pretty sure that the enemy troops over here aren't very numerous. But there's only like 3,000 free folk over here at this point. So it's not like it's particularly larger in that regard either. We could potentially send in some... No, actually, we're not going to send the troops through the mountains yet. It will be very expensive to build a mountain or a road through here. But eventually we will have to do that. Because I suspect that that's going to be our only bet of, realistically speaking, expanding further. It's going down there and then getting down to this area. Which might have some decent resources, mind you. Oh, right, there we go. Brokerage point production skyrocketed again after the minus 80% penalty that we had. Right, yeah, the propeller engine didn't increase too much. Neither did the artillery, actually. High-speed machine guns are almost done, though. So that's going to be quite handy. Ammunition factory is almost done as well. That's something that we definitely do want to get. Because that's going to allow us to get a whole lot of ammo without having to worry about it. At least in theory. Now, we'll see how it goes in practice, but yeah, that's about as good as it can get right now, I think. Let's get to the next round, shall we? We're a little bit low on ammo, but I'm hoping that we don't need to worry about that too much yet. Oh, there's, yeah, they're attacking us in the mountains again. They didn't really do anything, though. Ah, there we go. There's the ammunition factory unlocked. And the hyper-speed machine gun. And we discovered a light tank. Oh, brilliant. Oh. Okay. Oh, right. The Director of Military Research Council has retired. At least it wasn't a rebellion or anything like that. That can sometimes happen as well. Right, the worker happiness is 40 points. I suppose it will slowly increase, I reckon. Oh, well, it's actually going down right now. Yeah, the unrest is still pretty high, although well, it has been going down. But it's not all bad. Let's send the 1st Battalion down to the mountains to start pushing a bit to the area there. National budget. Well, I think Air Force is going to stay as is. Staff Council. Oh, right, that's the new one. Supreme Command, I guess that can be 25%. Put in 10% of Staff Council. Interior, we can probably keep that a bit lower. Like 5%. At this point, a lot of the fundings are going to be quite tiny in comparison. Economic Council is going to be at 20, same with military. And model design of 15. Okay, so that should be fine. It's going to anger a few of the ones there. Oh, right. Meritocracy reaches 82. Oh, dear. Okay, so it's only a 3-point increase, so I guess that's doable. Economic Council task priorities. Maritime Trade House liaisons. I'll probably keep that as a 5%. And the research stuff is pretty decent. Prospecting, we don't have too much. So yeah, we'll actually confirm that as is. Model design. I'm going to reduce the discovery a tiny bit. So we can upgrade our existing units a bit faster. And then economic research. We could get the sealed roads. That would be the, well, basically paved roads, essentially. That would reduce the movement cost for the trucks. Especially in terms of logistics. So that would be kind of handy. But also, I suppose, it would help with just regular troops as well moving. Hospital would be quite handy, improving the happiness of the people and all that. Barracks would be reducing the, or keeping the unrest in check, hopefully. So that could also be quite handy. Let's actually have a look at the civilization score. So, education points, we've got 125. Entertainment, we've got 50. Security, 50. Health points, 50. Housing, we've got 0 right now. I think we're going to go with the, one of these two is probably the better option. Well, the sealed road would be quite handy. If we were to get that, we can then upgrade a lot of the roads already. Especially the sort of main roads to improve logistics efficiency quite drastically. So I think we are actually going to go with the sealed roads real quick. And the military research, I guess we'll go over the gold small arms. We haven't discovered anything new there yet. And the offer, oh, there we go. Yeah, we can buy, or sell rather, 153 industrial points for 256 credits. That seems like a brilliant idea. There we go. So that's now sorted out. So we got the ammunition thing unlocked. So that's a bit of metal, energy, and workers. And produces a lot of ammo. We don't actually need to be working quite at that speed. We can keep it at a bit lower speed. We got the machinery already. We've got the metal for that. We've got the industrial points. So yeah, let's get that underway. And we're looking okay into some money as well, which is definitely good news. Got a bit of intel in there. We're going to go ahead and try to capture some of that. Then move back a little bit, maybe. Right, so we've got all of that. We are getting some water, finally. We're getting a decent bit of food. One thing that we don't have a huge amount right now is oil. If we do have a look at the possibilities regarding that, though, I suppose there would be the biofuel refinery. If we keep that at like 25%, that would still give us a bit of extra fuel, but that would cost us quite a bit of food. Of course, one of the things that we could do... Actually, can we? Yeah, we could upgrade the recycling facility. It would go through a bit more of the points then. Or the scavenge points, but there is still... Actually, how much? There's 19,000 in here. So we could upgrade that. Alternatively, we could try upgrading some stuff in here. Although, actually, we don't own most of the stuff in here, so that's not really going to be worthwhile. Oh, we could build a university. You know what? Yeah, I will build that.
Yes, sir.
That's going to be a bit better. So we'll get the ammo factory and a university. That's going to be a bit expensive initially, but I suspect that that will be worthwhile in the long run. We'll also go ahead and get a bit more ammunition before we get the factory built. Right, we've got extra troops there. We'll go ahead and send this one down south to check on the situation there. And we've still got this thing, at least. I really do want to get those two. And also, we can see a little bit of our neighbor to the west here. They've got a lot of things built. They've got solar panels over there. They got Agriculture on level 2 and level 1. And Metal Mine. Yeah, I don't have Metal Mines. That's a bit of a problem. I'm going to go ahead and expand a little bit down this way. Just to have a look at what's in here. Maybe we'll discover some new things. And we now have conquered the volcano area. I believe there is still... No, it's not showing anything here. Let's have a look at the text real quick. Oh, geotankers. That would reduce the IP and metal cost for expensive road and rail construction hexes like mountains. That would be rather handy. Alright, so we've got the gold small arms. I guess the next thing that we might discover... I suppose there's the RPG rocketry, combat armor, radiation filters, and side skirts. Those are the military things that we might discover. There's also, economically speaking, there's probably still the physical storage that we'll most likely discover first. Although there's a chance that we'll discover something else. I guess the hydroponics might not be a terrible thing. That would allow us to get a lot of food. Yeah, they require a bit more energy, but less water to produce food. Compared to the agridomes. There's also the... So where's... Oh, right, jet engines all the way down there. I suppose we still haven't got the propeller engine. It's only 50% done. But we need to really increase the bureaucratic points, which actually kind of would tell me that I should really upgrade the bureaucrat officers. Unfortunately, I don't think we can quite yet do that. Also would require a whole lot of workers, which might get rather expensive. Alright, but that's the neighbor over there. And this one moved? No, we already did that. Alright then, let's get to the next round, shall we? We're definitely starting a lot of construction work. Oh, and our scout vehicles were under attack there briefly. Didn't kill anything. Ooh, new zeitgeist. Time of confidence. Word score will go up every turn. That's good. Means that it's going to be a bit easier to do diplomatic deals and all that. And I think use some of the stratagems in general as well. In martial tournaments, okay. Information contract. Or maritime trade house, that could be useful. Official gift, I do actually wonder. Right, so we still need to increase profile. Do we have a possibility for tax? Oh, recruit a talent. That could be handy. I don't know if we have any extra right now. We'll save on that one for the time being. No, we can't do the taxes. That's really unfortunate. Alright, so we do actually need a new direction for military research. If also... Alright, so that's no changes there, I think. Right, well, I guess we'll recruit the talent. Suitability rating 0. Well, that's unfortunate. And plundering is spike. We could send the troops to punish the anarchists. Or we could try to negotiate. We don't have a huge boost over here. How about our autocracy? It's not too bad. And these two do like me. So we're going to send in the troops. So we had 2,700 men versus 21,000 plunderers. Troops failed. 50 unrest, 20 fear. We lost 300 troops. Security assets managed to avoid losing levels. 1,200 plunderers were killed. I mean, at least the amount of unrest might be slowly reducing after... Well, once there's no one to be upset, I guess the unrest will go down. I know it's a bit macabre way of thinking, but it's true. Right, there we go. Now we can see these buggers over here. So it's just infantry and infantry. We don't know if they've got anyone in there. We could try to get the scout vehicles up there, I guess. This one can't move in there yet. One thing that we do have to worry about, though... Actually, can I... See, this one, for example. Oh, no, you don't have the machine gunners in there. Nope, you do... Okay, so... Some of these are just completely rubbish, let's be honest. Do we need any more reinforcements? Not currently. Okay, well, that's good. We've got the troops there. The first machine gun battalion is going to be able to get up the mountains. We don't have the points now to build up the road quite yet, but that's fine. Speaking of roads and all that, how's the research coming along? So Seal Road is already at 15%. RPG Infantry Army is 10%. All small arms at 2%. Artillery 82%. And propeller engine at 57%. So we won't really have a plane design yet anytime soon. We don't even have airplanes, to be fair, so there's that. So yeah, we at least control of all of this. They've got a bit of troops here guarding the front line. Or border, so I suppose they are probably a little bit suspicious about me. We've still got good relations with them, I suppose, so there is that. Is there any more stratagems that we should perhaps worry about? Alright, we're going to increase relations with a selected regime. I'll send that one. Hey, there we go. So, Azana's back to full. Current a convention. Its difficulty will be 100. Right. I guess that could improve relations with the governors, but we don't have all that many. We could recruit military. Right, that's another leader. We don't necessarily need that currently. There's not too much there. All there for that matter. Well, you know what? Let's give some privileges to the workers.
Yes, sir.
Happiness increased by 13. How non-workers are less pleased, and their happiness declined by 15. But that didn't increase the workers' happiness, at least. Which is now, well, it's decent. The population itself is not particularly happy, and the unrest is still bloody massive. So there is that. Yeah, we've got the army over here. That already moved. Well, let's get to the next round then, shall we? It's starting to feel like they might be preparing for assault against us. There we go. Soldier morale has improved. And there we go. The loader. Alright, we might rename that. Let's have a look. Manage. Model. Artillery. We'll call it light artillery. Fairly descriptive. So let's see. It's got range of... Oh no, its attack per combat round is 1. It's got a range of 1. Its hard attack is not very high. It's okay against infantry and other guns. But the motorized and tanks and all that, it's not particularly great. In soft attack, again, it's okay versus the softer targets, but that's about it. It does have some hit points. And then it's got... Oh, right. It does have the increased cost of moving. But it's not too bad, so this is something that we can still move on for most likely. Let's have a look at the decisions. Allocate one's total power or estate. Commander of the Machine Gun Infantry Brigade. That would increase autocracy and the fist, or we can increase the mind. No. Probably the population actually does have some rights. And we can form a new organization. I think at this point it might be time to get the foreign affairs. Actually, maybe we'll get the applied science. I don't think we have a lot of applied science. So, actually, no. We'll get the foreign affairs first. Slowly increase that. And, right. We could start designing our either light tank or APC. I think we're going to go with the light tank. So let's see. We could put in something like a 40mm howitzer. Oh, actually, 40mm high velocity gun. Then we'll put in like a fairly minimal armor. So it's going to be fairly quick. Maybe put like medium diesel engine. And then computing node discovered in Spike. Oh. It's got an operative ancient computing or computer node complex in Spike. So if we would scrap it, it would gain us the following technology. Metal soil filtration. Hold on a minute. What was that tech? I believe it's going to allow us to get some metal through the soil. But I don't remember exactly now. I don't recall. Where is that actually? Ah, there it is. Advanced chemistry. Gain metals from the lithosphere. The higher the density of heavy elements in the planet core, the better this technology will work. I mean, that could be quite handy. Because we don't have any metal mines yet. And with these, the ruins will eventually run out. I'm going to try to scrap it. And there we go. Major worker strike. We're going to go ahead and give in to some of their demands, I think.
Yes, sir.
To not increase the unrest even further. Because that could also be quite disastrous. We are rather low on metal right now. I suppose we're doing 2 massive constructions at the same time. Yeah, the ammo factory and university are both underway. Those are most of the way done, mind you. I guess we'll need a bit more metal to complete all of this. We'll keep the... Yeah, we did capture a bit of that. It's going to be tricky to get it much further, so we're just going to keep this over here for the time being. We don't have a lot of metal right now. We are getting a lot of food and water, at least. We are still getting some energy, not huge amounts, mind you, but we're getting some. So that at least is good. Industrial points we do still have. Right, and we did do a bit of fighting in... Oh, did we do fighting in here last round? They did try to attack the units, yes. What I suppose I could do is I could do a range attack. Probably not going to do too much in the mountains. Oh, we got a hit at least. The trade modifiers are pretty rough. Yeah, we got one hit. At this point, I'm starting to think that perhaps we need to get some more troops into over here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and send another unit in here because it kind of looks like our, well, our friend over here to the east is preparing for a potential invasion. We don't really have a whole lot of troops to guard against that, but I suppose there's not too much enemies in here, so I'm just gonna move that unit down south. Bring that down here and hold on to that one, hopefully. At least we've got a unit in here digging in. It may not be able to dig too much, but that's going to be able to hopefully hold on to some of that. What's the... Ah, that's 1,800 citizens there, or free folk over there. Now, oh yeah, there we go. Progress points are increasing. That's going to be good. Customization points are slowly accumulating as well. Not very quickly, mind you, but eventually. And, oh right, the gold small arms. Ah, right, that's a big resource, isn't it? It's a part of the next category already. It's over there, so of course it's a lot more. Yeah, research cost 800, whereas, for example, the automatic rifle, that's 160. I suppose the machine gun was also 160, and the... Yeah, so these were 160 each, essentially. So it does increase the cost quite a bit, and we just need to increase the pressure point production. We haven't really been focusing on that too much, which is a mistake. We're not afraid of doing mistakes here. Steel Road is also... Is that another... Hold on a minute. No, that's still the 160 cost. So that's not too bad in the end. Oh, we've got the heavy industry as well unlocked now. That might be thanks to our neighbor here. Spreading the discoveries. Which could be useful, but yeah, getting the metal soil filtration. Actually, does that mean that we can build up a mine over here? It's all demetallization. Oh, we need to get some high-tech parts for that. It will give us a bit of radioactives, some rare earth metals, and metal production. It takes a lot of energy. And it's quite expensive to build. That's going to be 8 machines and 4 high-tech parts. And we can't make the high-tech parts ourselves. At least not yet. We need to find those, or we need to get some higher industry, or high-tier industry to produce those for us. Which either one is going to be a bit of a difficult task right now. But yeah, let's, I guess, get to the next round then. At least we had a bit of intel on the troops and the mountains there. Okay, yeah, they're moving a lot of troops there. Oh, and we're under attack again. Didn't take any casualties. Didn't inflict any casualties either, unfortunately. Oh, there we go. Siege infantry army. So that's infantry with artillery embedded in them. That's going to be very handy. Grand Convention. Oh. All your leaders together for rallies and workshops. Right, unrest is still pretty high. I think we might actually do that already. The Grand Convention. That's 40 points. Difficulty is a bit high, but we did succeed. So relation of all leaders improved with a little bit, and they got some XP as well. Now, what do we have in the decisions? Plains knows that that's... Oh, no, that's so far away. I'm not going to go there. New Director of Foreign Affairs. Ah, right. Let's go ahead and hire someone then. Let's just recruit a junior right now to save a bit on the points. Oh, well, there we go. Suitability rating 30. Not bad.
Copy that.
And Foreign Affairs, I think there's not really a lot of minor diplomacy. We'll keep a token in there. Actually, no, we're just going to put everything on major.
Copy that.
Ah, right. I'm probably going to start pushing for the Siege Infantry Army, actually. That's going to be much better target for us. And Maritime Trade has marriage proposal. Do we place it in marriage? You know what? We probably could. I'm sure that improves the relations with... Oh, yeah, there we go. Plus 20 relations. Anti-war quarrels. Within the Apollo Sea Maritime Trade House, there are elements that want to be less aggressive against other maritime trade houses. Supporting these calls would weaken the current elder's position. Well, we did just increase relations with them. Maybe we're going to weaken the position a tiny bit. Resettlement proposal. An envoy from Paisanas proposed us to accept a small group of 1,300 rather special refugees. Right, we did have this already once before, but yeah, well, bring them in. We need the population right now. I mean, we've got, actually, let's have a look at the victory thing again. Yeah, we got about a quarter of the world's population. Oh, wow. Strasbourg has 0. Yeah, okay, so they must have lost their city then. To what exactly, I don't know, but yeah, it's not looking too great for them. I suppose it could well be that it's either some marauders or something, maybe even a rebellion or something, that is weakening them drastically. Right, we've got the intel over there. We've got some troops in here. I guess we'll keep these units here for now. We've got those troops. Do we have... we got a little bit industrial points, actually. Go ahead and build a bit more... oh, wait, no, that's 640. Never mind, we're not going to get through the mountains yet, then. In that case, we'll just capture a bit more area over here in the mountains. Maybe we'll move in this one back across the mountains and get over here. Maybe try to get to Volko. I don't know if there is anyone in there, is the question. Like, there could be, there might not be. Let's move this one in here with the trucks, and we can maybe move that one back to the base. We might need to do a bit of reorganizing in here, but the problem is with these, it's really difficult to combine a lot of them because they have like, oh, we can have only like 6 units total or something like that, a lot of them, and it needs to be the exact units as well. So that's one of the reasons why militias are sometimes very, very awkward to deal with. But there we go, we've got the howitzer now. I don't know if that's still considered as the howitzer area, but it might not be that for long. We are getting a pretty good amount of oil currently, so that's actually very good news for us. How are we looking at the assets right now, especially the private assets? So there's the Dome Farms level 3. We've got Light Industry 1, Scavenging 1, Town Customs, Waste Management, Parks, Militia House is level 1. I could probably increase that. Sea Zone. Refill mining, right, so we could increase the, or make it one of the mines slightly better. Prospecting, give money to militia, we don't have a lot of money though, so we can't really do that one. We could get a zoo to level 2. What does the zoo give? Right, it's education, right, yeah, we'll go and get that to level 2. And then also, there was the militia project, we'll do that as well.
Yes, sir.
There we go, we've got both of those to level 2. And this one should... don't actually know. Hold on a minute. Yeah, so it's going to be 50 points for education. So that's a slight increase in there. And there's a transportation hub in the city, which is already level 2. I would kind of hope that it would be getting even higher level, but it looks like the logistics are actually doing fairly decent now. Probably partially thanks to the truck that we got there, and there's a lot less supplies having to go all the way up the north. So that definitely helps. Seal roads are almost halfway done. Light tanks are only 18%, gold small arms at 12%, propeller engine 73%. But yeah, I think once we got the university and ammo factory, what we'll probably do, we may need to actually get some more solar panels or something. We could probably upgrade the ones that we have in here. Let's actually have a look. So yeah, the next level, it's going to increase the amount of workers needed. It's going to take a while, but it's also going to allow us to get 120 energy. So that would be quite a significant increase in there. But I do see that we are actually out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.